Alright, hey guys, welcome to Jeffrey Lee Owen's YouTube channel dedicated to the advancement of Christian theology and the explication of the mark of the beast. Today I'm going to read Revelation 14, 6 through 12 and 13. It says, "May God bless the reading of His holy word. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear God, and give glory to Him, for the hour of His judgment is come. And worship Him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints, here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus." And verse 13 says, "And I heard a voice from heaven, saying unto me, Write, Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, for they shall rest, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them." We can see in the first part of this passage, the first angel's message is actually declaring the beginning of God's judgment in heaven. It declares the hour of His judgment is come, and to worship God who made the heavens, the earth, the sea, and the fountains of waters. The second angel's message declares, "And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication," which we kind of see that today happening out in the world today. People are drinking, people are being tormented by people who are fornicating against God, and we're all being punished by the presence of evil men that are satanically captured by lusts and are causing the entire world to suffer because of their fornications with the beast power. And the Bible makes it clear that here, in the second angel's message, the Bible makes it clear that Babylon is fallen, and its worship is becoming no longer acceptable to God. I won't say it's no longer acceptable, but there is a system of worship that will eventually not be acceptable to God. It will claim that it's righteous and that it seeks after Christ, but it'll actually be a false apostate movement. The third angel's message says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he should be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb." The beast power is actually is a system of belief that it's a group of people that actually hate God. They hate God, and they don't like His presence being glorified within God's children. And so they attempt to actually stamp that out and to remove that from the earth. And that's part of her fornications that are drawing people away from God instead of closer to Him, because of their torments and their pains that they're suffering in the sight of the beast. Of course, we know Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 says that faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. And so we know that faith is literally cognizance of God's goodness and presence. We know that as we grow stronger in faith and we listen to the things God said, and we observe the things that He did in the manifestation of God, which is Jesus Christ, then we grow more like, spiritually, we grow more and more into the image of God. And as we wait for the manifestation and expectation of God's holy presence, we are led by the Spirit of God. And John 6:63 says, "It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life." There's a lot of words in this book. And God has a lot of people in His church that truly love Him. And that's the manifestation of a child of God, a person that actually can receive love and can walk in love towards other people. So, for God is love, and he that dwells in love dwells in God, and God in him. And then in this is the manifestation of the children of God and the children of the devil. He that does not righteousness is not of God, neither he that loves not his brother is not of God. So we know that. The Bible is absolutely crystal clear on this subject. So, with all the words that are in this book, it can seem, without saturating yourself in the Word of God, you've got a very small amount of understanding. And even though we saturate ourselves with the Word of God, you can still have a very narrow vision of understanding and light before you as you go, walk down the path of life. And that's part, sometimes will give you light. God will give you light that'll reach far into the futures, and he does that, and those are called prophetic views. But a lot of times he leads people day by day, and so they rely on him. As Paul said that his thorn in the flesh, when Paul inquired of God about his thorn in the flesh, God's reply to him was that his thorn, God's response was that Paul's weakness was, what did he say? It's in here. It is. Let me go to it. Let me read this. 2 Corinthians 11. And it says right here in God's holy word, 2 Corinthians 12, for though, unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan, to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Paul's weakness was, literally a spiritual entity, a demon that was harassing him in the spirit. So, when he inquired God about it 3 times, God told him that his grace was sufficient for Paul, and that his strength would be that God's strength would be perfected in Paul through his weakness. And so that's, the more you saturate yourself with the Word of God, the more you'll be an overcomer in every area of your life, and the more God will have the prerequisite of knowledge in your mind to enlighten you with the precepts of his holy commandments as you walk through life. If you've got just a limited understanding of any science, like how to use a cell phone, you're not going to necessarily know how to utilize that tool to its full potential. And it's the same thing in the Word of God. The more you saturate yourself, the more God draws nigh to you. Draw nigh to God, and he'll draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Like I said, this is Jeffrey Leon. This is a brand new YouTube channel. I'm not scripting anything. This is all preaching coming directly from my heart to yours. So if you like these videos, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I will keep uploading videos as the Holy Spirit inspires me and enlightens me. I'll keep inspiring and enlightening you guys with truth about last day events, how the beast is attempting to overcome all flesh and attempting literally satanic administrative control over the entire world, which Revelation 13:3 says, and as I saw one of his heads as it was wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. So it's going to be an enigma. The beast is on the scene now. I believe the beast is here. The beast is here, and he's trying to impose his mark. He's trying to impose people as servants of Satan, people that will do that will, in his official capacity, help him to fulfill his own lusts. And that's what it's about. It's a great big system that is designed to fulfill the lust ultimately of their king, which is Satan. We know this is Satan, and we know that the Antichrist will appear when the falling away comes, when the people yield to the affections of the world, as depicted in 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 through 18. The Bible says this is specifically the Antichrist power, and as people yield to that, they're yielding to a sovereign satanic movement that's designed to fulfill the lusts of a small group of people that will ultimately threaten to kill people, to take administrative control, to fulfill their own lust, and to fulfill the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. The little peons are, the little people out here that are being solicited to do the things that they are. They're just tools. They're just tools, dispensable, expendable tools. They're expendable tools for the devil. So, and ultimately, all flesh is just an expendable tool for the devil. So, but anyway, Jeffrey Lee Owen is a brand new YouTube channel. Thanks you guys for watching.